In a high-stakes showdown between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky, two of the league's biggest stars were missing for very different reasons. But despite the absences, the intensity never dropped. One team was fighting to prove they belonged in the playoff race, while the other was desperate to play spoiler. From the opening tip, the Fever came out with fire. Kelsey Mitchell wasted no time taking over the game. She attacked the basket early, then stepped beyond the arc and knocked down back-to-back threes to ignite Indiana's offense. Every touch looked dangerous, and Chicago had no answer for her hot start. Meanwhile, with Angel Reese sidelined, Camila Cardoso tried to keep the Sky competitive by battling inside and finishing through contact. She fought hard in the paint, but Indiana's offensive explosion quickly became too much to handle. The first quarter completely belonged to the Fever. Mitchell and Lexie Hull combined for a scoring barrage that pushed Indiana's lead higher and higher. Even after Hull took a hard hit that left her with a bloody lip, the Fever never slowed down. Aerial Powers attacked fearlessly, finishing a tough layup through traffic, while Mitchell continued dissecting the defense with beautiful passes that created easy buckets for her teammates. By the end of the first quarter, Indiana already held a commanding double-digit lead. Chicago attempted to respond in the second quarter as Cardoso powered through defenders for strong finishes inside. But every time the Sky showed signs of life, the Fever answered immediately. Aliyah Boston dominated in the paint with powerful spins and crafty finishes around the rim. Odyssey Sims and Natasha Howard added even more pressure, moving the ball beautifully and knocking down key shots from outside. Howard especially looked unstoppable, creating space with smooth footwork and draining difficult fadeaways. Indiana's offense was flowing at an elite level. Mitchell continued carving up the defense with hesitation moves and aggressive drives to the basket, while Sims capped off the first half with a confident mid-range jumper that sent the Fever into halftime with complete control of the game. The Sky opened the third quarter with energy, attacking the paint and trimming the deficit. For a moment, it looked like Chicago might make a real push. But once again, Indiana responded like a veteran playoff team. When defenders collapsed on Mitchell, she calmly found open teammates for easy three-pointers. Damiris Dantas knocked down a huge shot from the top of the key, Shea Petty added another from the corner, and Lexie Hull buried yet another triple before the quarter ended. Every run Chicago made was immediately crushed by Indiana's down a huge shot from the top of the key, Shea Petty added another from the corner, and Lexie Hull buried yet another triple before the quarter ended. Every run Chicago made was immediately crushed by Indiana's balanced attack. Entering the final quarter, the Fever refused to let up. Odyssey Sims controlled the pace beautifully, setting up Natasha Howard for an and-one finish through contact. Aliyah Boston continued bullying defenders inside, finishing tough shots against multiple bodies while showing incredible poise under pressure. Even when Chicago tried to fight back physically, Indiana stayed composed and answered with bucket after bucket. Aerial Powers delivered one of the biggest highlights of the night when she drove hard to the rim, absorbed contact, completed the and-one, and celebrated with pure confidence afterward. It perfectly summed up the Fever's mentality all game long: aggressive, fearless, and locked in. By the final buzzer, Indiana had completely overwhelmed Chicago in a dominant 97-77 victory, officially sweeping the season series against the Sky. The win became even bigger after other results around the league helped move the Fever into the 7th seed in the standings. Now, they sit just one victory away from officially clinching a playoff berth. And even with Caitlin Clark ruled out for the postseason, this team suddenly looks far more dangerous than many expected. Kelsey Mitchell and Aliyah Boston continue to play at an all-star level. The chemistry across the roster is improving every game, and the group has shown incredible resilience despite injuries and constant lineup changes throughout the season. Most importantly, the Fever are playing with confidence. They've already proven they can grind out tough wins without key players, and now they're entering the postseason with momentum, toughness, and belief. No matter who they face in the playoffs, one thing is becoming very clear. The Indiana Fever are not going down without a fight, balanced